All cars are murder weapons. There, I said it. However, sometimes vital flaws in a car's design can have tragic consequences. So here are the 10 most dangerous cars ever. The Yugo. The Yugo was a communist-powered microbox which sold globally between 1977 and 2008. The Yugo was the cheapest new car in the US when it was launched, and it kept that record for many years to come. God only forbid the people who bought one. It was slow, ugly, but worst of all, cheaply put together, meaning that in a collision, you are most certainly a goner. Fiat Punto. The recently deceased Fiat Punto entered its most recent generation in 2005, where the Euro NCAP awarded it with a 5-star safety rating. However, as the years progressed, the Punto got small upgrades from time to time, and the Euro NCAP became stricter, meaning that as of 2018, the Punto's ratings had dropped from 5 stars to a chilling 0 stars. Nissan 350Z. The Nissan 350Z was attractive, fast, sporty, and deadly. Its 3.5 litre V6 produced just under 300 brake horsepower. Its FR layout made the 350Z a very popular car with critics, tuners and drifters. However, a base 350Z didn't include vital features such as stability and traction control, so that meant that inexperienced drivers who bought one often ended up sliding their 350Zs to their maker. Ford Mustang. Are you surprised? Me neither. Anyway, the Ford Mustang is a powerful, cool and, quite frankly, a terrific sports car. For what you pay for, you can't go wrong. But there is a problem. 300 plus brake horsepower from a V8 is very manly, but it's deadly when put in the wrong hands, as well as having outdated solid rear axle suspension and mediocre safety features. You are in for a bad time. This leads to owners hitting everything in sight, like crowds, trees, walls and crowds. Don't forget that the most recent model got 2 stars in the Euro NCAP. Geely CK. This Chinese car was so dangerous that it couldn't be sold in Europe or America. The Geely CK was shaping up to be the first Chinese car to be sold in the US, but it failed every single test the IIHS and the NHTSA could throw at it. It doesn't even have airbags. While being tested, examiners showed that the entire body would collapse on impact, giving occupants no protection. Pontiac Firebird. This US sports car set out to be so much more, but surprisingly, it crashed and burned. Although it passed the US safety tests with flying colours, it would undo all of Pontiac's hard work by unexpectedly catching on fire at any given moment. This was due mainly to faulty wiring, which was there due to some poor design choices made by the designers. Ford Pinto. The barbecue for two. The Ford Pinto and the word failure often go hand in hand. Due to a tragic design flaw, the Ford Pinto's fuel tank was very close to the car's rear axle. This meant that on rear impact, the rear axle would puncture the fuel tank, causing the car to go on fire. Ford faced massive lawsuits, and instead of fixing the problem, Ford left the problem as they believed that paying off the lawsuits was much cheaper than fixing the issue itself. Ford Bronco 2. The Bronco 2 was a car that was designed to be agile and rugged. Unfortunately, it shared most of its features with the Ford Ranger, and as a result, it ended up being too top heavy. And when this was combined with faulty suspension, it meant that the car became very susceptible to rolling over. The problem was exposed when the car went through a tight turn at speed, and as a result, it is believed to have caused most of the deaths in Ford Broncos. Toyota MR2. The MR2 is a fine sports car. It has plenty of power, it's light and very good in the bends. However, early SW20 models suffered from snap oversteer at any given moment. This was due to the suspension being set up awkwardly, and the simple fact that the engine is in the middle. If you lack experience, then you're gonna have a bad time. Chevrolet Corvair. This rear-engine monstrosity was set to rival Porsche. However, the Americans couldn't master the rear-engine layout. As a result, most owners kept losing the rear end on very simple corners. The Corvair also didn't have any anti-roll bars, so that meant that there was a lot of body roll, and so the car was very unstable, and so accidents were a certainty. The Corvair is famously described as being unsafe at any speed.